hours. I like a party as much as anybody, but come on, it's 9:30.
Welcome to WatchMojoUK. Today we're counting down our picks for the best clips that take the mickey out of the Fab Four.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Number 8. Harry and Paul.
We're still together, 50 years on.
Enfield and Whitehouse are two of Britain's best when it comes to satire, so it's easy to see why they'd end up on this list. In this alternate reality, the Beatles are still together, only far less famous and well off.
Hurrah for the Beatles.
We're big cheeses.
We're bigger than cheeses.
Oh.
Oops. Oh dear.
They face new challenges like rude members of the press and those devious Gallagher brothers from Oasis.
No bet.
You should be called the Dung Beatles because you like the Beatles, only
It's full of daft encounters that are punctuated by even dafter song parodies, which we somehow can't stop tapping our toes to.
All you need is love and biscuits. What we're dreaming of is biscuits.
Number 7. Family Guy. Over the years, Family Guy has spoofed everything under the sun, so it's no wonder the Beatles have been the target of that a couple of times.
I'm in love with Ringo.
What?
I said, I don't know what I said.
Sounded like you said you were in love with Ringo.
Though, unlike a few of the others, they definitely don't hold back with their jabs. Many people will think of the Ringo songwriting cutaway first, as it's arguably the funniest.
Hey guys, I wrote a song.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, good, Ringo.
Fantastic.
You know what? I'm gonna put it right here. Right on the refrigerator.
But perhaps the most brutal of them all is the one where Stewie recounts the time he met John Lennon.
Now fess up or I'll do to you what I did to John Lennon. John, have you met Yoko, John?
Number 6. Pinky and the Brain. Yep, that's not the only time the Beatles have been featured in animated form.
These tranquil mountains are the perfect place to show the world the power of love and dental hygiene.
Yeah, man, it's good to get away from all those screaming girls.
Here, Pinky becomes a sort of famous guru, which obviously catches the interest of the Liverpool lads. Well, not the ones we're used to. These guys are called the Feebles. Their meeting with their new spiritual guide results in, what else? A song.
All you eat is lunch. All you drink is punch. You don't have time to munch.
The episode eventually leads to John Lennon, Jim Lemon, meeting this universe's equivalent to Yoko.
She's awful. She's terrible.
She can't sing.
I love her.
It's a cute, inoffensive spoof that was probably lost on most of the children that watched it.
Try to take over the world.
The dinky, the pinky, and the brain. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Number 5. I'll Kill.
Who knows how long I've loved you, but you don't love me still.
A parody of McCartney's lovey-dovey masterpiece, I Will. What's not to love? Well, this one takes a very dark turn very quickly.
If you want me to, I'll kill.
Peter Serafinowicz plays a deranged version of Paul, who aims to show his love in the most gruesome way imaginable.
But although I'll be in prison, I'll be thinking about your kissing.
A serial killer-esque anthem, it's the type of thing only he could pull off and get away with. But trust us, this won't be the only time you see Serafinowicz on this list.
Son to me, oh, you know I'll kill. I'll kill.
Number 4. The Rutals.
This is tea. You know, we drink Very good breakfast. We put the water in the tea. There's the tea. Jolly nice.
What started as a silly joke turned into something much bigger. Eric Idle and Neil Innes may be best known for their work with the Monty Python troupe, but when they made a parody band of the Beatles, they kept it going because it was so popular.
Out. Don't you let me out. Please don't let me out. Ow, ow, ow.
Their satirical songs, such as Major Happy's up-and-coming Once Upon a Good Time Band, were even released on albums over the years.
Get up and go. Get up and go. Get up and
Surprisingly, the Beatles didn't take issue with the parody at all. In fact, they loved it. George Harrison even encouraged them to work on a film about them. Number 3. Walk Hard.
We're nothing but grains of sand.
That was freaking transcendental, Paul McCartney. Don't you agree, John Lennon?
Yes, Dewey Cox.
Sometimes when an impression is purposefully horrible, it makes it that much funnier. In this comedy film, we see the rise of fictional music legend Dewey Cox, and he meets a number of famous faces throughout his journey.
It's so dark in this tent, you know. It reminds me when the Beatles, the 4 Beatles, us.
From Liverpool.
Yes, we are from Liverpool.
Most memorable, however, has to be when he meets the Beatles, played by Jack Black, Paul Rudd, Jason Schwartzman, and Justin Long, respectively. Their accents are atrocious, but maybe that's why it works so well.
We're big fans of your records too.
We dare even guess that this bit wasn't scripted, because they just keep coming out with nonsense.
Don't tell me what to say and what not to say, Paul McCartney.
I'm sick of you being so dark when I'm so impish and whimsical.
Number 2. Starr Stories.
There's not even anything for a sitar. I mean, you can't have a rock song without a sitar. And he's even written one without drums.
A bit of a forgotten gem in British comedy, Starr Stories took a hilarious route in documenting the lives and times of many British celebs. Perhaps the funniest of all was the Beatles, despite being just a brief flashback.
Who's the daddy, eh? Who's the f***ing daddy?
You are, Paul!
That's right, this is my band, and from now on, the Beatles are going to release nothing but jaunty, whimsical Edwardian ditties.
Taking presumptions about the Fab Four's personalities and amping them up for hilarity, this sketch will have you in stitches with how crude it is.
I'm even going to let Ringo sing a couple.
But I'm at singing. Oh, I know.
Paul is portrayed as an absolute monster, ruling the Beatles with an iron fist, not quite the peace and love vibe we're used to.
Now get up on that roof and start playing. Oh, no, it's cold up there. I mean, I've got Indian blood.
Get on the f***ing roof!
Number 1. The Peter Serafinowicz Show.
Paul had written a Christmas song, and he asked me if I wanted to come and play drums in the video. I said, sure, that's what I do. I just wish I'd listened to the bloody song first.
Serafinowicz is a master impressionist, and his talents really shine in this series of sketches called Ringo Remembers. Here, as the name would suggest, he plays Ringo Starr as he recounts legendary moments in his and the Beatles' history. Of course, he doesn't just play Ringo in these, he plays the whole gang.
I was the best one out of the Beatles.
When I heard that, I was bloody furious.
From bearing witness to the genesis of Imagine, to recreating the legendary rooftop performance, this series is a riot from start to finish.
Take a load off of your mind. Take a load off your behind.
Believe us when we say you won't be able to get Ringo's Goldfinger song out of your head.
Well, I've heard that it's gold. I've heard that it's a finger. Hey, don't shoot me. I'm just the bloody singer.
What's the funniest Beatles parody you've ever seen? Let us know in the comments below.
Goldfinger. Goldfinger.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojoUK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.